Okay, so we're at Canton Park, and the last couple of days we've been doing some extra TikTok videos and then inviting the children to come along and have a go with that. So what we're going to be doing is we've invited some along. We've got our consent forms, and it's more interactive for everybody because we're now going to learn what we're doing here, and then we're going to go over there and give it a go ourselves. So who we've got here today? We have
Ruben, Isabel, Ebony.
What's your name? Henry? Henry?
Emily.
Boy, you just swallowed your drink.
James. I'm Jaden.
You are, aren't you?
Eden.
Eden. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a tent peg. Okay. So I've got some hazel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my backhoe, a Laplander, and I'm just going to make some cuts here. Now with this particular saw, it cuts both ways. Okay, so forward and backwards will both cut. So we have to be really, really careful. Always put your tools away when you have finished. Okay. Now, this is my dominant hand. So my right hand, I'm going to pick up my knife. I'm going to place the piece of hazel in my left hand. I'm going to put it just over where my knee is here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my thumb on this piece of plastic here. And I'm just going to push there. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slow. Now if we put it like this, we're going to cut our hands or hurt ourselves, and we just don't need to. So just down there like this. You all right there? You okay? Good. Can you see what I'm doing? All right. Well, we'll soon be doing that, won't we? That's some fun now. So we're going to do this. Now we're not going to make this really sharp. Okay, and the reason we're not going to make it sharp is if we make it sharp, they snap off when you put them in the ground. So that, for me, will be fantastic. So then what we're going to do, and turn it around, and I always explain, we're going to push in like this. So we're going to push in and across. So that's once, then again 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah? So we've got this end done, and then we've got this, like we're doing some feathering. Okay? Now what I do is I explain, we put our hands like this, you've got that bit? Put our hands like that, push, and pretend we're on a motorbike. Yeah? And then what we have, let's make that nice and clean. Put that away. What we then have is a place, a little nook, thank you, a little nook there. So when we're using, and I'm just going to use this for the time being, so if I'm putting my tent peg up and I've got my piece of string, oh, thank you, that's even better, thank you very much. Then that sticks into the ground and then hangs like that. Does that make sense? Yeah. Now another thing, if you smell this, you should smell melons.
Melon. Yeah, that does. Melon. Melon. Melon.
Yes.
He loves melons.
You love melons, do you?
Yeah.
What sort of melons do you prefer?
Every melon.
Every melon there is. Would I have smell? There you go. Melons? It's funny, isn't it? Okay. So what is this wood called again?
Melon.
Hazel. And hazel, which has hazelnuts, has the smell of melons. Okay. Remember, with your hazelnuts, you get Nutella, don't you?
Yeah.
So,
chocolate.
Yep, absolutely. So what's brown and got hazelnuts in it?
Nutella and chocolate.
Squirrel poo. Right, that's enough. Thank you.